Good morning, preschool friends. I hope you're having lots of fun at home and staying safe and happy and healthy. Now, this week we are talking about imagination. But before we talk about that, we have to know our new letters of the week. So, our letters of the week this week are A and D. But it's a tricky one this week because it's not the capital letters that we're used to. We're going to talk about capital versus lowercase. Now, last week our letter was the letter M, but not capital M, lowercase m. So, let's review what we learned last week. We have our capital M and our lowercase m. Now, last week we learned about it, and then we found these letters in words. We underlined the lowercase m, and we circled the uppercase m. Let's look at some words and see if we can find some. The word mom, M-O-M. We have two lowercase m's. 1, 2. We have two lowercase m's. There are no capital M's in the word mom. But if we look at Milo, we have one big capital M. We also can find the capital letter M in Mira, but we're looking at lowercase m. So I want you to try to find any lowercase m's in your house this week that you can. Our actual letters of the week for this week are the lowercase letter A and the lowercase letter D. So let's look at some words that start with A and D or have A and D in them and see if we can find them. So remember, capital letter A is really pointy and lowercase a is round with a tail. Let's see if we can find round with a tail in this word. This is cat. C-A-T. Cat. So cat has a C, a lowercase a, so we're going to underline the lowercase a, and then it has a T. But if we look at Adeline, we can see a pointy A, which is a capital letter. So we're going to circle the capital letter A for Adeline. Now, let's find the lowercase letter D in some words. So remember, capital letter D is a long line with a bump. Now, lowercase letter d is also a long line with a bump, but it looks a lot different. Let's see if we can find it. Here's the word dog, D-O-G. Our D is right here. Is it capital or is it lowercase? That's right, it's lowercase, so we're going to underline it. Good job, friends. Now let's look at the word Disney. I know we all like watching Disney movies, but Disney is a name, so it has a capital letter D right here. So we're going to circle it. Good job, friends. Now I have a couple more words. These words have A's and D's in them. Let's see if we can find them. Here's a name from our classroom. This says Adnan. A-D-N-A-N. Now, we have lots of letters to find in here. Here's an A. Is it capital or is it lowercase? That's right, it's capital, so we're going to circle it. Now we have a D. Now, is this D capital or lowercase? That's right, lowercase, so we're going to underline it. Good job. N-A. Now, is this a capital or lowercase? Remember, this is a capital A, so this would be a lowercase a. Good job. Right there. Let's try the next word. Dragon. Now, dragon has D-R-A-G-O-N. Dragon. Now, this D is not the beginning of a name, so it is a lowercase d. We're going to underline it. R-A. A, this one's not pointy, so it's not an uppercase. It's a lowercase a. Good job. Dad. This one is all letters that we can either circle or underline. Is this a lowercase d or a capital D? That's right, it's lowercase. What about this A? Lowercase. And this D looks just like this D, so that's going to be a lowercase one too. Now we have a tricky one. Here's all three of our lowercase letters in a word. This word says mad. M-A-D. And are any of these letters capital? Good job. So, M-A-D. There's all of our lowercase letters that we've learned. I'd encourage mom and dad or grandma and grandpa or whoever you're with to work on your letters this week and your letter recognition, and be sure that it's out of order, not in alphabetical order, because then they're really just memorizing the order of the letters. And that's all we have for our letter of the week. I'd encourage you to also find things in your house that begin with the letters M, A, and D. Now, we are going to talk about our theme this week, which is super fun because it's imagination, or everything that you can think of that isn't actually real or happening. Another word for imagination is pretend. So, what kind of things can we pretend? Miss Chelsea has a dog. Actually, I have two dogs, and they are very, very real. I can pet them, I can touch them, I can play with them, but I pretend to make them talk. Can they really talk? Do dogs talk? Do any animals talk? No, that's silly. So, we can talk about things like that are real versus make-believe. So one thing that I think of when I think of real versus make-believe is the stories we read in class. Gingerbreads are very real. Gingerbread cookies, gingerbread houses, they're really yummy and they are real. We can hold them in our hand. But in the story of the gingerbread man pops out of the oven and runs away, teasing all the people and the animals. Can gingerbreads really, really run away and tease people? No, that's make-believe or pretend. Another thing that is pretend that I think is really cool are dragons. Now, dragons, they aren't real. They're make-believe, they're pretend, they're in our imagination. But somebody may have looked at a lizard, which is real, and thought, what if a lizard could fly and it was really, really big? And that way, they made up a dragon in their imagination. Another story that I think of is the Three Little Pigs. Now, pigs are real. We know that. We make their silly noise all the time. But can the Three Little Pigs really build houses and go to work and have their house blown down by a wolf? No, that's silly. That's make-believe. It's pretend. So I want you to think about things in your house that are pretend and things that are real. Try it with mom and dad really fast. Now I have 3 super fun activities for you to do with mom and dad at home. The first is the bear hunt song. You know, we're going on a bear hunt. Take pictures with our camera. Now, I'll post a link to that video because Miss Chelsea's not the best singer, and a video would be so much more fun. I want you to take videos of yourselves going on a bear hunt and how much fun you have. Our second activity is called Real versus Make-Believe, Can I Spy? So, it's just like I Spy, but you're going to go outside or look out the window, and Mom and Dad's going to tell you what they spy. You're going to tell them, is it real or make-believe? If it's real, you can find the thing that they spy. And if it's make-believe, you can't find it. It's pretend. You'll have to imagine it. So an example would be, I spy a dog. Can you find a dog outside? Yes. Another example would be, I spy a blue giraffe flying through the clouds. Is that real or is it make-believe? Yeah, it's make-believe, so we can't find it, but you could draw a picture. Our third and final activity is something super fun, and I want to see all the results. It's drawing a dragon challenge. So, I want you to draw a dragon. It doesn't have to look like this. He could have more than 2 legs, less than 2 legs. So, how many legs does your dragon have? How many arms does your dragon have? How many wings does your dragon have? How many tails? How many noses? How many eyes? How many horns? Does it have feathers? Is it made out of water? Does it have bumpy scales? Does it have spikes everywhere? What color is it? I want you to show me all of your imagination dragons, all done. So draw it out, make it 3D, make it however you want it with whatever craft supplies you have. You could paint it, you could color it, you can draw it with chalk, anything you want. This is your challenge for today, is to make your own dragon and post a picture of your final results. And that's all I have for you today, preschool friends. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you again. Have fun with your 3 challenge activities. Bye!